Welcome once again to Noir Alley. I'm Eddie Muller, back from my Summer Under the Stars hiatus. I'll be here every weekend through the rest of the year, bringing you dark and tawdry tales of danger and despair. Just the ticket to add cinematic spice to the end of your week. We're jumping back into it with the Noir Alley debut of a genuine auteur, one you will never confuse with Orson Welles. From 1957, it's Hit and Run. Produced, written, directed, and starring Hugo Haas. Headlining the show is his muse, voluptuous blonde bombshell Cleo Moore, seen here earlier this year in Overexposed. This is the last of 7 movies Moore made with Hugo Haas during a 5-year blitz in the 1950s. Haas's penchant for low-budget, sex-fueled potboilers garnered him a reputation as a purveyor of trashy cinema. That brand, unfortunately, obscures one of the more fascinating tales of a multifaceted European emigre working in the American movie business. In the 1930s, Haas had been a popular and well-respected actor and director in his native Czechoslovakia, working in both theater and films. In 1937, he produced, wrote, directed, and starred in Skeleton on Horseback, a daring tale about the scourge of fascist nationalism. When the neighboring Nazis occupied Czechoslovakia in 1938, Haas, like many of his Jewish compatriots in the arts, fled his homeland to avoid persecution. He and his wife, Bibi, eventually settled in America, where he eked out a sporadic livelihood as a featured player on the New York stage, despite speaking barely any English. He made the move to Hollywood after learning that there was work for foreign actors, mostly portraying the Nazis from whom they fled. It was tough going for the 40-something-year-old Haas, who didn't have the leading man charisma of a Paul Heinried or the broad eccentricity of character actors like Peter Lorre or Fritz Kortner. He traded on his all-purpose ethnicity in a couple of dozen films in the 40s, without ever really establishing a foothold in the business. In the early 50s, however, the studio system became more open to independently made films, and Haas decided to take a huge gamble. He invested his life savings, $85,000, to make a film of the 1926 novel Watchman 47, written by fellow Czech Josef Kopta. The film, retitled Pickup, was bought and released by Columbia Pictures, and its unexpected success ignited a run of low-budget, noir-stained melodramas, most of them produced, written, directed, and starring Hugo Haas. In an interview with the New York Times in 1951, Haas asked rhetorically, "Why make a bad film for a lot of money when you can make good pictures for little money?" Good, of course, is a relative term. Within the business, a good film is one that turns a profit. Critics had a different view, ripping Haas's films as cheap and tawdry and at times almost amateurish. But as long as he kept budgets low and sex appeal high, Haas was able to keep total control and make a living on his own terms. In 1952, he cast one-time RKO bit player Cleo Moore as the star of Strange Fascination, beginning a 7-film collaboration that would forge the legacy of both the creator and his muse. Today's film features a setup dear to Haas and film noir, a love triangle that turns deadly, with Vince Edwards, fresh off Stanley Kubrick's The Killing, as the triangle's third vertex. Haas once said, "Other people specialize in musicals or westerns. I like to specialize in triangle stories, because they feature the vagaries of human nature and the ironies of circumstance." This one is based on a story credited to Herbert O. Phillips, who in reality was German-born production designer Herbert Lipschitz, an old colleague of Haas's. Of course, the final script is by Haas himself. It's essentially a carbon copy of The Postman Always Rings Twice, except for an outrageous plot twist at the midway point. All I can say is, if you like car wrecks, you are going to love Hit and Run.